Good morning, boomers. The voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest champagne crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Resistance broken, Bitcoin smashing through 6K. Well, kind of wrestling with it right now, but it has been broken. So expect some activation here. We may be going higher. It's been about a few years since we broke through 16K, and here we are. I think it's been since 2017, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and check the markets. We'll be giving you guys the update on the bits, breaking through that resistance. Ethereum doing great as well. And then Wise Token Day 2. It's the speculative project that I am most excited about as of late. And I'll be covering it here as well. And I have videos out there talking about it specifically as well. Check it out. Big shout out to Kello. Shout out to Derek. Shout out to Rafterman. Let me drop bombs for you guys. Good morning. Make sure you're touching the buttons, the subscribe, the like, the post notification bell, the ding ding. Stay tuned in to the good crypto word that we spread here every single day. Big shout out to everybody on D Live. Make sure you're following me over there on D Live. Don't sleep on the crypto friendly live streaming platform based on Tron, and you can stake BitTorrent over here as well. Make sure you check it out. I'm restreaming to this platform, guys. So check that out. And we'll be covering Bitcoin 16K, Ethereum Wise Token Day 2, and more. Let me go ahead and pull up CoinGecko. We got Bitcoin there at, well, that's not the right price. Kaboom. Is it the right price? Because I saw it at 15. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Well, 15,876. So there's a bit of a little sell-off going on over here. I was looking at the charts over here on Coinbase, and you could see they're a little stronger here at 15,950. So things are trading a little higher on Coinbase than other exchanges right now. You know, CoinGecko is an aggregate, so this is a summary of all the prices. So yeah, things are kind of pumping over there on CoinB. Okay, 15,950, a high of 16,169. Okay, 16,169. Let me run down the prices here as things get spicier. Ether at 457, 25 cents for Ripple. Chainlink 1242. Binance at 27. I still think Binance is a good deal here under 30 bucks. Polkadot 433, Litecoin 5830, Cardano number 10 at 10 cents. EOS 247, Monero at 111. Interesting, Monero's lost some weight this week. And, you know, it seems to me like the top 15 has been holding steady. It looks like most of the coins are staying in rank and file here. It's, you know, I haven't seen, you know, like, I haven't seen Bitcoin Cash and Chainlink change positions in a few days. So let's keep an eye on that. Drop a comment. Let me know what's shaking and baking. I was looking over here on CoinDesk, reading about the Ethereum unannounced hard fork. It didn't really seem to impact the price much. And then, of course, the talk of the day here is Bitcoin price breaking above $16,000 for the first time in 3 years. Nice. Bitcoin stalled. The rally picked up the pace on Thursday with the price reaching 3-year highs above 16K, 16,169 to be specific. World's top crypto market cap clocked a high of 16,157, says here. And the move ended a week of consolidation in the range of 14 to 16. The fact that we've broken the resistance here indicates to me that, you know, we may be going higher. Let's go back to the technicals for Bitcoin on this side over here. And you can see the technicals are very favorable, and they're still reading a strong buy here on the moving averages. The oscillators are, you know, most of them are neutral. Some are sell and some are buy. You look at the 1 week projections, they become more favorable, and then the 1 months are extremely favorable. No technical indicators are indicating sell for 1 month. So that's look at that. Look at this. There's not one technical indicator that says to sell Bitcoin if you're going to hold for a month. That's pretty good. Let me drop a bomb on that. Let's compare that to Ethereum, actually. Ethereum against the USD. You know, I'm a little more bullish with Ether in the short run for the next, you know, maybe, I don't know, 6 months maybe. Let's see here. Where's my Ether at? Check out these technical indicators. Because Ether indeed has outperformed Bitcoin this year. And I would expect it to continue to do so. There it is. So here's ETH against the US dollar. The technical indicators, let's see if they're as favorable as Bitcoin's were. So about the same for the 1 day. 1 week becomes a little bit better. And then again, the 1 month, there's only one technical indicator reading sell, and that's the momentum. So, this one's clocking in well also. So, it's Bitcoin and ETH for the champ, guys. It's Bitcoin and ETH, more BITs, more ETH. And then I'll speculate on these Tron platforms. I got some T2X staking rewards to collect, which I'll do so now live. And then, I've been speculating with that WISE token or whatnot. But, that's more of a speculation. As far as hodling here, I'm with the bits and the ETHs. Shout out to Perosi. Shout out to Kello. Shout out to Derek Smith. Shout out to Rafterman. Shout out to everybody on D Live. Let me pop some lemons here in the treasure chest. The resistance for Bitcoin has been broken, and we may be in store for more gains out here. So let's stay tuned. Let me check out the headlines as I just put 50 into the lemon chest here. With the election in the rearview mirror, projected president stance could have an influence on fiscal policy over the next 4 years, which could in turn affect inflation, against which Bitcoin is touted as a hedge. And listen, it doesn't matter who the next president is. There's going to be more inflation. I think everybody could agree with that. There's going to be more inflation. And indeed, Bitcoin appears to be a hedge against that. U.S. billionaire investor Stanley Druckenmiller disclosed on Monday a Bitcoin position and said Bitcoin will outperform gold in the long run. Okay. Other top cryptos were also in the green: Ether and Litecoin. Litecoin's done pretty well. But yeah, that's the headline here. Bitcoin's price breaks above 16,000 for the first time in 3 years. So I would expect this thing to perhaps go higher. Again, the technical indicators are certainly pointing to more gains. So let's keep an eye on that. Let me go ahead and check out T2X. I noticed that I have a stake to collect. And, I have some active stakes here. I got more than a handful. And one expired today where I have just a few Tron to collect. It's a small 1,500 T2X stake, which is a few bucks. It's not even much. But the point being is that this platform continues to deliver what it promised. And, I'm going to keep using it. So I'm going to collect these Tron gains, and then I'll probably just restake the T2X tokens. Well, let's see what I can get for them first, and then we'll take it from there. Let me accept this transaction. Kaboom. There you go. I got my T2X balance there. Let me see if I go to XSwap. And I got and I sold 1725. That's only like 44 TRX. Let's see if I can get a better rate over there on Just Swap. So I just go T2X here, and if I sold 1725. Now, using the XSwap does benefit the community, because some of those extra fees go into the pool, but if the difference is substantial, I usually go with what pays more. So here's 44, and on Just Swap I'll get 59. And I'll tell you what, it's just such a trivial amount of T2X. I'm thinking of just staking and not even selling this thing. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stake. I'll stake for another, I don't know, maybe even 30 days or something. Yeah, let's do that. 1730 I'll do. 1730 for, let's do a 30-day stake there. Stake and give it a whirl. Why not? Boom. My take, Bitcoin close above 16K. What do you guys think? What's your take? Yeah, I mean, there is no take. That's a fact. The Bitcoin, that you believe it will close above 16,000? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's certainly a possibility. The technical indicators do point to more gains. So yeah, there's the possibility of that is probably it's likely. It's not. The body's not in the bag, but it's likely. I would say. I do agree. Shout out to everybody there on D Live. So yeah, I just collected those T2X stakes and restaked because it's so small and it doesn't really, it's insignificant. I would say. Bitcoin price breaking above. Came across another article there with Ray Dalio hating on Bitcoin. Where was it? On Cointelegraph? The billionaire investor. Where is he? There he goes. So this is, and I usually don't cover doomer news, but it's interesting to see what this guy's saying. Ray Dalio, the billionaire hedge fund legend, believes that Bitcoin's price going higher will only force governments to take action. And, he talks about that, what he thinks. Ray Dalio doesn't see digital currencies like Bitcoin succeeding the way other people do. He expects authorities to clamp down on the cryptos when they see material growth. And this is something that we've heard about since day one. I mean, I think everybody has heard, that the government's going to ban. I mean, it's always been talked about, right? To the point that Google and Facebook were banning crypto videos, and we've been shadow banned, and then they're in, they're out, then China bans it. It's like there's not a clear stance on what people want. But anyway, you read this article. But other billionaire investors are indeed showing an appetite for Bitcoins. Mr. Saylor out there at Galaxy was a MicroStrategy. I mean, he just dropped a lot of millions. He dropped several millions on bits. So you could read about this. Billionaires have started to show support for Bitcoin. The frenzy around Bitcoin among institutions and smart money comes from the properties that make it an efficient, but perhaps more importantly, unconfiscatable store of value. Bitcoin's liquid. It talks about, all the pluses for it. So it's funny that this guy's hating on it. He's hating, but there's other billionaires. Well, I don't know if they're billionaires, but multimillionaires that are supporting it. So it's interesting. Rafterman says Bitcoin's doing what Bitcoin does. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Kaboom. Tony Rappa says, champ, do you use Coinbase? I've used it before. Yeah, it works. I've used Coinbase. Do you? Tony, you're using it? I mean, Coinbase is, I would say, like the most mainstream way for Bitcoin. But there's a bunch of other places now, Let's check out the headlines here and see how they're impacted. Well, actually, you know what? I want to check out the stock market quotes. Shout out to Rafterman. Indices over here at 3559. Dow 30 at 29,232. So the markets here are basically sideways. Crude oil's a little bit in the green. Not much action, but interesting that the 10-year yield has dropped substantially today. At 0.91, it's down almost 7% after almost being at 1. So it seems to me like some of the money's probably gone back into the safe haven. Let's see how that plays out. But Bitcoin is looking good. Some of that money probably went into Bitcoin and then back into bonds. Maybe. And then you got Bitcoin up. So Bitcoin moves first, I would expect. You see, it's up like 2% today. And then Ether's down 1%. And I would expect like in a day or two, Ether to be up 3% as well. It trails right behind like the day after, following a few days. Tony says, crypto teacher thinks the Fed runs both the stock market and the crypto market. Yeah, I think there's some truth to that. I don't know how directly they both run it, but I've always said that Satoshi, Santa Claus, and, I wouldn't be surprised if, it was only a test run for central bank digital currency that they're about to lock and load in the future. Very soon, obviously. Yeah, so, I've said that. I have a whole video about that, Satoshi, Santa Claus. It rubbed people the wrong way, but I've said this. I mean, it could be, for all you know, Satoshi's brought to you by DARPA and friends, But, that's a whole other, I guess, conspiracy theory. Tony says, I use Coinbase because it's super easy. Yeah, it is. It's easy. The thing with Coinbase, though, is that sometimes when the bull run activates or when there's a lot of movement, sometimes it locks up, and you can't get your coins at the right time. And it's not that they're funny bunny, or maybe they are. I mean, but you know what I mean. It's sometimes when there's a lot of actions with the prices, it takes a little while to I think withdraw. Sometimes people have reported having a bit of trouble getting access to the coin, to the site, excuse me. So, it's something to consider. But nevertheless, I think it is the most popular entity for buying and selling Bitcoin in the U.S., I would imagine. I don't know if that's true, but it's one of the most. Bitcoin currently has 16,057. Technicals are still reading buy. Satoshi is not Jesus Christ. Exactly, Rafterman. That's what I've said. Satoshi it basically it's like a Santa Claus, I would say. People put a little bit too much faith into something that may not be as real as you want it to be, But nevertheless, I mean, I think Bitcoin's going up, so it is what it is. I just don't think it's exactly what people thought it was going to be. It's more of a surveillance coin than anything. You heard of Kylin Network, says Bradley? No, I haven't. I've never heard. I've heard of Kyber, not Kylin. Let's check out the wall. Trump's suit aims to block certification in key states. Yeah, we talked about this yesterday. There's just still a small chance that things may change. I don't know. And again, I'm not trying to pick sides with the drama, but I'm keeping an eye on it because I certainly don't trust the mainstream media, and neither should anybody else. Market Watch talking about the tech rally. Stocks open mostly lowered. COVID-19 cases continue to rise. What a coincidence, right? There's more uncertainty with the election, so COVID keeps going. I think there's probably a significant group of people that believe that the more they wear the mask, the greater the chance of Donnie not being elected. I think that's like subconsciously what they're trying to put. Like if Donnie stays there, it's gonna get worse. But that's funny. Supposed to be the chain link of Polkadot, says Bradley. This Kylin network. No, I've never heard of it. It sounds like another Oracle. That's interesting. Yeah. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks a lot, Bradley. But that's what the Market Watch is reporting. Let's see what Yahoo says. Jobless claims and more doom and gloom. But not so bad because the market's not dumping. Indices are basically holding steady. And let's check out Wise. Day one was yesterday. Look at the dashboard. I just put it on nighttime mode. It looks sexy. It looks like old school Marlins colors. And you could see this contract is growing. Day one is locked and loaded already. Let's look at the reservation dates. Yesterday was day one, and it ended with 1,110 users and 645 ETH in the pool. It's closed. And I didn't participate in day one. I'm in day 4 right now. And day 5 and some other days. And yesterday I actually added to like day 25 or something because I'm looking for those days that don't have a lot of ETH yet. But I'm excited about this project. I've done videos about it, and let's see if this one's a big one. If you know anything about Hex, it's very similar, but they're expanding to the idea and adding more features. And apparently they're really responsive on their social media networks. So let me know. I dropped a referral link for that down below because they give you an extra 10%. So and make sure you use somebody's referral link if you're going to throw on this, because you get 10% bonus ETH when reserving and 10% more when staking. So it's important you use somebody's link. And I got the link on the description of this video, and I just dropped it here in the chat box. So check it out. But yeah, this is, as far as like the speculative projects, this is the one that I'm most excited about. And again, these speculative projects, I want to, be transparent, let everybody know that I believe them to be higher risk than something like Bitcoin and ETH, obviously. So boom to that. Let's go ahead and pass out some lemonade over here on D Live. Lemonade on D Live. We'll give it a few more seconds. Let's see if we get it. We only got 3 people, so if we get like 5 people, we'll pass it out. Give it a second out there. Shout out to Christozilla donating 2 lemons. I appreciate that, Christozilla. Bradley's talking about, the Oracle Network public token sale supposedly in a few weeks. Crypto Blark mentioned it a few days ago. Okay, I'll keep it in mind. That one's for Polkadot. Okay. That's interesting. Here, just watching the line. Shout out to Christozilla over there on D Live. Anybody in the chat currently that jumped into the Wise? Let me know if you got into it. Because I know a few people have gotten into it. I see here some people have clicked on the referral, and then I'm checking other videos. There's some YouTubers are going wild with this. I've seen some YouTubers saying, I got 20 ETH. I saw somebody yesterday had like 19 ETH. The other day I had someone had 20 ETH. Another guy said 50 ETH. And listen, I mean, I've thrown some ETH at it. I got like 3, a little more than 3. I may get like 5 in there, but I mean, sheesh. You know, I don't have 20 ETH to throw around. And if I did, I'd probably try to, hold it for staking. I don't know. Champ needs to play that funk if we hold up 16K. You're right, Tyler. You're right about that. Let me drop a bomb. You're right about that. You're right about that. Yeah, if we hold up 16K, I'll definitely do that. Drop the funk on him. Good to hear from you. I haven't seen you in a while, says Bradley. I'm here every day. It's nice that you recognize that I'm here. Yeah, every single day. Sometimes, us crypto maniacs get shadow banned and you may not get our post notifications. It seems to me that if you're a regular and, you're here every day, there's a very much higher probability that you'll get the notification. But if you only click like once every few weeks, like forget about it. It seems like YouTube won't send you a notification. I could be wrong, but it seems to me that that's what's going on. Shout out to Slowbo. Salute, champ and crypto fan. Indeed, Slowbo. I hope you got that link. I used your referral for that video yesterday. So hopefully you finally got that little 0.05 bonus or whatnot. If you guys use the Wise Token referral link, let me know. And I'll do my best to try to show love. I know Slowbo's was one of the first, so I used his yesterday. Someone contacted me on D Live. It was a BB or B. Someone said, I'm going to drop 5. I got someone else that was dropped like 7 ETH on it. And it's an anonymous. I don't know. They haven't reached out. But if you happen to use my link and, let me know. And I'll do my best to use yours. Each time you reserve, you could use another link to get that bonus. Just tuning in when I'm doing a bit of a core workout. Excellent. Nice. Slowbo's out there exercising. It's important. Stay strong. Slowbo's, what do you like? You're a B-boy or something? Or you do jumping? Or what kind of exercise you do? Champ, it seems to be working that way. Yeah, you're right there, Rafterman. Like, if you're a regular and you're here like mostly every day, then you're more likely to get a notification. But if you only click every, couple times a month or something, you probably won't. Martial arts tricking, says Slowbos. Okay. I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool. Look at that. 16,000 flat right now on Bitcoin, guys. Exciting. So let's look at the math here. 123% gains year to date for Bitcoin. 73% gains in the past 6 months. The top performing asset class. Slowbos is saying that martial arts tricking is a calisthenics exercise. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I like those calisthenics exercise. There's a social media. I think it's on Instagram or one of these. It's called Bar Stars, where people just do playground workouts. They go out to the playground and they, do pull-ups and like different type of like gymnastic, just with your body weight, muscle ups or whatnot. I went on vacation and stopped getting notices, says Rafterman. There you go. Yeah, if you stop a few days watching the champ, then they'll stop sending you notices. It's like, and it seems to me like those algorithms are always being constantly updated. Because for the first time in a few years, I think last month I actually had a net positive subscriber count. it was like for like 2 years I was losing subscribers, and then 1 month finally I got like plus 30 subscribers or something like that. So maybe the algorithm's changing. Who knows? It's clawing up the sell wall hill. If it makes clear break, it could fly up. Yeah. It certainly the technical indicators are very promising right now. There's a strong chance that we may go up. So let's see here. This is another decisive moment here with Bitcoin, and I'm excited either way, guys. I'm happy that we're above 10,000. That's all I've been saying. Is like my goal this year was to keep Bitcoin above $10,000 for the majority of the year, which hasn't been completed yet. But I think we'll get there. This is the season that the big buy happened in 2017. Yeah, and in this season, we have more institutional investors involved. So, yeah, this thing can go up. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. There's a great, a larger probability that we may hit all-time highs. And again, I'm not betting on either way. I'm just happy. I'm gonna hodl through. And yes, I actually did take a little bit of profits here at I think at 15.5, very small amount though, guys. It was a 0.1 or something like that, just to have something on the side. And if there's a little dip, I'll buy back in, but I'll continue to DCA. You holding Chainlink, says Bradley? No, I don't hold Chainlink. I've traded it. You could check out the channel. We got into Chainlink when it was like 30 cents or less than $1. And then I think we got out of it when it was like $3. Yeah, so we've been on the stinky linkers for a while. We've been in and out, but I'm not holding. No, I haven't. The only thing I'm interested in holding long term is Bitcoin and Ethereum. But I'll do speculative buys, swing trades. I mean, I'm definitely interested in the altcoins, but holding Bitcoin and Ether. Now, I do recognize that Chainlink has put on more gains in the past 2 years than Bitcoin has. So, it would have been a better hold, but it's not my strategy. Slowbos is currently doing a bit of basic workout at home, getting ready for the gym session tonight. Nice. Yeah, stay strong. I've been doing all my workout sessions at home because, the funny bunny at the gym or whatnot. But, I'm glad that I secured most of the equipment here, and that's what I would recommend to anybody. Try to be as self-sustainable at home as possible, because you never know. The gym may not be there. It may or may not, or it may be closed, or they may have you to wear a mask. Before you know, you may have to wear a whole helmet. I don't know. Bitcoin Cash hard fork in a couple days. Okay. Tyler says, I'm only going to be buying Ethereum and Bitcoin at this point. At this point, I'm only risking 1 to 2K into alts, doing quick ins and outs. Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing, Tyler. Yeah, you see me doing a little bit of the Tron stuff, and, I'm throwing a little bit into the Ys. I did some of the Pickle a few months ago, some of the DeFi. I'll throw a couple $100, maybe even a, 1K, but I'm not, It's more of a speculation than anything. You should look into a Juan Chain Champ. Juan 5.0 just came out. I've heard of that one. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. Stretching is the secret to feeling young. Okay. I like stretching. I'm with that. So everything's looking on the up and up. The only kind of FUD news that I came across is this Ray Dalio piece here. He believes the nations will outlaw Bitcoin if the price keeps rising. But, Bitcoin being outlawed is something that's always been on the table in the crypto space. So what's new? What is new? I've heard that, I've been hearing that Bitcoin was going to be outlawed since the first day I heard about Bitcoin. In fact, that's probably one of the reasons that I didn't get into it when I first heard of it, because people were like, no, it's a scam. It's not real deal. It's going to be funny bunny, the deal. So anyhow, it's Ray Dalio. So, I'd pay attention to what he has to say, but, I don't know what else to say about it. Rafterman just dropped $2. Boom! Thank you so much, Rafterman. He says, how are the littles, champ? They're out there growing strong, getting stronger every single day. And they're nothing but a blessing. I appreciate that, Rafterman. Nothing but a blessing, guys. A lot of work, but definitely a blessing. They want to outlaw hard cash, as Crystozilla. Oh yeah. I mean, I went to the drive-thru the other day, get some chicken, and they said they're not accepting. Not that they weren't accepting cash, but they don't have any more coins for. They didn't have any change, basically. So we don't got coins. There's a shortage. Forget about it. You know, if you want change or anything, you're gonna have to do. We're not providing change here. You're gonna have to pay with card. Things are headed that way. The U.S. won't outlaw it. Heck, banks can hold, sell, and buy it, et cetera. Now, yeah, you make a point. Yeah, I think that the article doesn't even consider that. Like right now, banks can get involved too. So it's like, I don't know. Now, it does make a point, you know, like if Bitcoin starts going too high and it's completely too much of a competitor to everything else, then they'll probably try to tame it more. But I don't think we're there yet. You know, the market cap is still small. Bradley says, you think we'll see a minor pullback with Bitcoin? Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Now, are we going to see it now? I don't know. I think we breaking this resistance at 16, we haven't been here for a few years. You know, it's likely we may be going higher, okay, in the short term. It's likely that we may be going higher. I think that's what we're expecting here. But nevertheless, there will be a pullback, you know. Things don't go straight up. If we go higher here, we're probably going to try to test closer to all-time highs, and then right before we get there, then I would expect a pullback. But right now, we're at a decisive moment here, breaking 16,000. Let's see if we could keep going further. Crystozilla says the Japanese still like using cash. Yeah, there's still a lot of people like using cash. You know, little by little, it's getting phased out. But I don't know if they're just going to straight up outlaw it. I don't know. All right, let me pass out these lemons over here. We got 3 people. Make sure you hit up D Live and hit claim rewards. Maybe get some lemons in the chest here. Distribute rewards. Kaboom. 30 seconds. Crystozilla is the lucky winner. 50 lemons. I appreciate you, Zilla. Stay strong over there. With Bitcoin being in limited supply, they could do what they want, but we are in a digital age. People worldwide will want it. Yeah, that makes sense. People still want it. And we already got the billionaires getting involved. So let's see. And it's definitely been doing better than everybody expected, right? All right, guys, I'll take a few more comments and questions. We hit all the beats. D Live. I collected here on T2X. I restaked. I dropped an extra ETH yesterday on Wise. This thing is getting sexy. Okay. There's some good days. There's still, we're on day 2. Let's look at the day 2 has 424 ETH, and we got about 8 hours. So I would expect this thing to get at least a 500 ETH by the end of, by the closing today. And who knows? Maybe I get into day 3. I got into number 4, day 5, and then yesterday I actually dropped on day 22. And while I was doing the video, everything came out good, but then the end of the video got cut off. But nevertheless, there it is, day 22. This is the ETH that I contributed yesterday. And then I got 1.1 ETH because of that extra referral bonus. If you use the link down below, you can get it too. You think we will see 12K again, says Ian? Yeah, it's a possibility. Usually, when Bitcoin really rockets up, sometimes it can dump 50%, I mean, it could go to 30,000 and then dump to 15, or it can go to 25 or 24 and dump back to 12. Anything's possible right now, Ian. And again, I don't know. I'm not anybody's crypto advisor or crypto daddy, but I believe that 12K is still possible. Yeah, Yeah, Rafterman says, I don't know, Ian, but who knows? Yeah, I agree with Rafterman. Nevertheless, with Bitcoin, I'm still with the strategy, continuing to DCA. I did take a little profits there at 15.5, but I'm not going to let that interfere with my DCA schedule. Maybe I use some of those gains to DCA back in or whatever, But I'm continuing with BTC. Slobo says, Ian, all is possible. Keep some fiat on the sidelines. Otherwise, just DCA and stack Bitcoin, ETH, and Chainlink, he says. Yeah, listen, there's more and more people that are considering Chainlink a blue chipper. I don't consider it a blue chipper yet, but I think that it certainly could be on a path to blue chip status. Bradley says, where are you from? The internet. I'm actually an AI, and I'm only existing online. Kaboom. So yeah, guys, check out that Wise. Let me know if anybody threw on it. I know some people here in the community are in it because I've seen people click on the link, but I don't know if they're in the chat box right now. Current balance is 7,288 ETH, refunding gas up to the first 20,000 ETH. There you go. So. And 16K for that Bitcoin. All right. If there's no other comments and questions, I'm going to tune this down and enjoy the rest of my day. Bradley says you're the coolest AI. Yeah, we joke around with that. Everybody in here is an AI. We don't know who's real or not, right? All right, guys. Always a pleasure. I appreciate you, Bradley, Rafterman, Slobos, Ian, and the rest of the crypto maniacs. I think we hit all the beats. I'm excited. Check out the links down below. I'm most excited about Wise. I'm going to be honest with you. My strategy, just to summarize what I'm doing right now, DCA, Bitcoin, ETH, and if I'm going to, go ahead and give it a whirl with a gamble, then I'm going to do that with Wise. And, I'll consider other stuff on Tron or whatnot. But, the only one I'm sticking with Tron is T2X. And, I mean, like, what I'm playing with on T2X it's less than $100 per stake. It's probably like some of them are like $10, $20 stake. It's just for fun, Slobo says, salute champ, stay strong, one love, you too as well. Slobo, stay strong. Bradley says, this is a simulation, have a good one. There you go, Bradley. Ian says, a 0.5 short at Q2K, kicking myself. Okay. But yeah, that's the summary, guys. That's what I'm up to. Continuing that BTC ETH DCA as we have for years now, and then speculate on some of these coins. We've gotten into some ones that made gains, and some have gotten us clapped. But with the speculation, we always tread lightly, and we don't throw significant amounts of our budget at it. And on that note, we're out of here, guys. Shout out to you guys once again, and I'll be back tomorrow. Stay strong. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest.